Okay, welcome badasses. We are on day 3 of this 5-day challenge. Unstoppable confidence. So as a recap, day 1, I really talked about the importance of changing your thoughts. People who are confident, they're not immune to negative thoughts. They're not immune to fear. They have just gotten so good at reframing their thoughts. I'm not good enough. I don't know if I can do this. And they reframed it to say, I'm a badass. I can do hard things. Why not me? When you reframe your thoughts, you change the way that you're speaking to yourself, you change the thoughts that you're thinking, you become more confident. Badasses who have confidence aren't immune to fear. They have fear, but they say, I'm not willing to just be with the fear. I'm going to take action despite the fear. So that's what we really talked about on day 1. Day 2 was about the difference between circumstantial confidence and true confidence. Circumstantial confidence is I only feel good if I like what I see in the mirror. I only feel confident if I ate well today. I only feel confident if somebody gave me a compliment. That is circumstantial. You are relying on something outside of yourself to feel good. That is not true confidence. Confidence is, I love me. I love who I am, no matter what. Whether you like me or you don't like me, I like me. Confidence is, somebody can give you a compliment today or not, but regardless, you don't need that compliment. Confidence is, even if I didn't eat the best today, I'm still gonna love myself. I'm still going to nourish my body, go to that yoga class, put myself out there, be intimate with my husband. This is actual true confidence. You don't need anything outside of you. This is true confidence. I see Crystal is here. Hello, Crystal. So happy you're here. So today for day 3, I want to talk about the waiting game. Are you playing the waiting game? I will feel confident when I change my body. I will feel confident when I get better at my job. I'll feel confident when I'm in that relationship. I'll feel confident after pregnancy. I'll feel confident once work is just so busy right now, and that's why I'm kind of emotionally eating, but I'll feel so much confident after this busy season is done. Are you playing the waiting game? I'm going to feel confident when something happens, when I get in that relationship, when I'm in that smaller body, when I like what I see in the mirror. When these people like me, if I get the validation from this person, then I'm going to feel confident. This is the waiting game. Because what ends up happening is you wait for that thing to happen. You wait for yourself to get into that relationship. You wait for yourself to get into a smaller body. You wait for yourself to get that dream job. And then you know what happens? You get that thing. You get into a smaller body. You get into that relationship. You get into your dream job, and you still don't feel confident. Not because you're not good enough. You are incredible. But because you're always chasing something, but it's not good enough. Oh, no. For real, I promise. Just when I lose a little bit more weight. Oh, no. I promise. Maybe this friend likes me, but when this friend likes me, then I'm going to feel more confident. You're always in this chasing energy. I will feel confident when you're in the waiting zone. I'm going to show up to that social event when I feel confident. I'm going to go on vacation with my friends when I feel confident. I'm going to show up so powerfully for myself when I feel confident. When I heal my relationship with food, then I'll be confident. when I stop binge eating. But like right now I'm still binging, so I can't feel confident. You are playing the waiting zone, and fiery Lorna is going to come out. So drop some fire emojis because I'm about to get so fiery right now. Cleo says, your videos are so helpful. I just wanted to let you know. Amazing. So why are you in this waiting game? Why are you playing in the waiting zone? Your life is literally happening now. And I was guilty of this. A few years ago, I was in the waiting zone. Well, of course I'm going to feel more confident when I change my body. Or I'm not confident yet because obviously I'm binging. But like once I finally stop binge eating, I will have more confidence. But you get those things. But again, unless you actually change your thoughts, you develop more self-love, you're still not going to be happy. Because a change in body doesn't automatically make you feel confident. Getting that dream job is not going to make you feel confident unless you actually do the work to change how you're viewing yourself. And this is also when you feel a constant high and then a constant low. So let's say, for example, you tell yourself that I'm only going to feel confident when maybe like, you know, when I change my body. Let's just say, for example, when I change my body, then I'm going to be more confident. And then you change your body and maybe for like a whole 10 seconds, you're on this high. And then God forbid, your body changes and you can't sustain it because what you did to get there was not sustainable. So now you were on this high and you're like, I love myself. I feel so good. I have so much confidence. And now your body's back to changing the way that it looked before. And you went from this high to an extreme low. Have you felt an even deeper low than when you were just at a normal weight? You feel almost even lower because it's like this big high and then this big low. Confidence is not about something outside of you. Confidence is not, it's not this chasing energy because that becomes exhausting, right? And I know all of you guys are go-getters. You love going after your goals and you want to become the greatest version of yourself. You want to step into the woman that you've always known you were meant to be. And but that is fantastic, but sometimes it's this exhausting energy of like I need to chase something. I need to chase more success and then I'll be confident. I'm going to chase that body and then I'm going to be more confident. I'm going to chase this. And then it's this hamster wheel of like, but it's never good enough. Because once you get to that goal, you're going to be like, what's the next goal? And then you get to that goal and you're going to be like, what's next? You are probably at a point right now in your life where there are certain things that you've experienced that you never thought was ever possible. Even with your relationship with food. Maybe you're not binging as much, but you're still mindlessly snacking. But you're like, oh, I'm not confident because I'm still mindlessly snacking, when really you've come so far and you're not crazily binging anymore. Maybe you have, maybe you still have some not good days with your body image, but where you were from today compared to a few months ago, you have come so far. But there's still the voice that says, but she looks better than you. Right? And there's still that comparison. It's still not good enough. So I want you to get out of the waiting zone because what are you waiting for? There is nothing you need outside of yourself to feel more confident. Confident people aren't in the waiting zone. Confident people say, confident people who are confident, you know what they say? If I was confident, what would I do? And then they go and they take that action. Oh, I don't feel the best in my body today. But you know what? Somebody who's confident they're still going to show up to that yoga class. You know what? Somebody who's confident, they're going to ask their boss for a raise. You know, somebody who's confident, they're going to go on that trip. You know, someone who's confident, they're going to have that tough conversation with their husband. Someone who's confident and they just do the things that confident people would do. This is how you collapse the amount of time. It can sometimes feel like confidence is far away. It could feel like it's a little bit far away. But the way that you bring it so much closer to you is you become her now. There's no waiting zone. When you feel like I'm not confident yet because I'm not there yet, it's always like in the distance. It's like confidence is like a nice thing, but like it kind of feels far away. Compared to if I was confident, how would I show up today? If I was confident today, how would I dress? If I was confident today, how would I speak to myself? If I was confident, how would I speak to myself? What would I do? What are the actions that I would take? And then you all of a sudden become her. You become the confident version of yourself. That is how you collapse the time. It's no longer in the distance of like this airy-fairy thing that feels so far away. It's like, I've become her. And one of the most important things you can ask yourself, instead of asking yourself, how can I become more confident? You need to ask yourself, who do I need to be in order to feel confident? There's a difference between asking yourself, how do I feel more confident? And who do I need to be to experience more confidence? So let's talk about this next piece. When you ask yourself, how do I become more confident? It's like this like draining energy of like, I don't know how. Like, how do I become more confident? I don't know, maybe I got to change my body. Maybe I got to do this. It's like, how? Compared to who do I need to be to feel confident? I need to be someone who's brave. I need to be somebody who's courageous. I need to be somebody who's willing to take risks. I need to be somebody who's willing to lean in the fear. And again, when you step into that version of yourself, you become her. You take those characteristics of somebody who's confident. That is when you become her. Stop asking, how do I become more confident? Ask yourself, who do I need to be? You got to be that person that is brave. You got to be that person who's courageous, who leans into the fear despite how scary it is. There's so many times in my life where I needed to be brave and courageous. I didn't have confidence when I first, back in 2019, when I first started healing my relationship with food, I wasn't confident to be like, I'm 100% going to conquer binge eating. I wasn't 100% confident in myself. But you know what I said? Who do I need to be? Lorna, you got to be brave. You got to lean into the fear. You got to take action. You got to be committed. And I became that person. And here we are. I've spent the last 5 years of my life feeling so free with food. No binges, no overeating, no self-soothing with food. Despite, any emotion that pops up for me, I still haven't turned to food, and it's been 5 years. But that's because I was willing to be somebody. I was willing to lean into the fear and to be brave and to be courageous. Starting a business. Some people will say, I don't know how to do that. How? How do I start a business? And I said to myself, I'm not going to ask myself how. I don't know. I've never ran a business before. This was in 2018. And I said, instead of asking myself, how do I do it? Because that keeps you stuck. Then you overthink, you get in your head and you're like, well, I don't know, so I'm not going to do it. I said to myself, who do I need to be? Who do I need to be? Again, you got to be brave. You got to be courageous. You got to just go for it. So what did I do? I said, okay, let's figure it out. I'm going to be that person. Let's go. I don't know how to do this. Let's figure it out. And because I became that brave woman, I ended up figuring it out. When you constantly ask yourself how to do something, that keeps you stuck. How do I be confident? I don't know. How do I love myself more? How do I stop comparing myself to her? It's like you get into your head versus I'm going to be that confident person now. I'm literally just going to say, why not me? Why not me? Why not now? Why not me? Why not now? That phrase changed my life. So many different areas of my life, I needed to be brave. When I started healing my relationship with food, when I started a business, being in a healthy marriage. You know, it's like I had to tell myself so many times, Lorna, if you want to be confident in your marriage and not get jealous of this person or not get jealous of this person, who do you need to be? You need to be somebody who has open communication. You need to be somebody who's willing to have boundaries. You have to be somebody who's willing to have the hard conversations. You have to be somebody who shows up as your best self every single day. You have to be somebody who's trustworthy, who loves herself. So stop asking yourself, how do I get there? If you want to have more confidence, say, who do I need to be? And you'll figure it out. Who do I need to be? When you ask yourself, how do I heal my relationship with food? It's like, I don't know. What do I do? How do I not give in? The urges are so strong. I don't know. How do I do this? And it becomes like you become almost paralyzed. Versus if I want to feel so free with food, if I want an easy, effortless, balanced relationship with food, who do I need to be? I need to be somebody that's willing to lean into the fear. I need to be somebody who's so committed to this journey, not only when it's working, but even on days where I don't love what I see, or I'm having a bad body image day, or I've just mindlessly snacked, I still need to be that person who's committed and who trusts the process. This is how you become more confident. So that phrase changed my life. Why not me? Why not now? It's easy to look at every other person and say, but she has it all. She has a good relationship with food. She's in a healthy marriage. She has an amazing body. Look at her friend group. Look at her. And that's when you get stuck in the comparison game. Versus saying to yourself, why not me? And also, why not now? Are you waiting? Are you in the waiting zone? Or can you just tell yourself, why not me? Why not now? She can have it all. I can have it all. She can have a healthy marriage. I can have a healthy marriage. She can feel amazing in her own skin, and so can I. She can feel amazing with food, and so can I. Why not me? Why not now? She has it all. You can have it all. You can literally have it all. Stop believing this fake, false narrative that there needs to be some type of struggle. Oh, well, maybe you can have a better relationship with food, but you're always going to struggle with body image. Bullshit. Well, maybe I can have a good marriage with my husband, but I'm always going to get triggered if he brings something up that he doesn't like about me. No, that's not true. Oh, well, maybe she can feel really amazing in her own skin, but I've struggled with body image my whole life. That's not true. You can become the person who has it all. The health, the body, the relationships, the self-confidence. Why not you? Why not you? Why not now? What are you waiting for? There's no waitings. There's no waiting. Your life is happening now. And you get to become this confident person, but the first step is saying to myself, okay, so if I was confident, what would I do? If I was confident, how would I show up? If I was confident, how would I speak to myself? If I was confident, how would I show up today? A lot different than somebody who wasn't confident. That can shift everything for you. Why not me? Why not now? Why not me? Why not now? Now, something else that really helped me feel more confident was getting in the room. So what I mean by this is, again, it's really easy to look at other people who have it all and think they're just different. Like, I don't know, like I'm just different. But instead it's saying, I can be that person. So I'm going to get in the room with other powerful badasses who love themselves, who take good care of themselves, who are in good relationships, who love their body, who feel good with their relationship with food. I'm going to surround myself with those people, because the people you surround yourself with is who you actually become. I started becoming more confident when I started getting in the room with other people who were more confident. Yes, fire emoji, like let's freaking go. I started saying, why not me? I'm going to get in the room. I'm going to be that person. She's confident. I'm going to get beside her. What is she doing? How is she thinking? I want to be confident. She has a good relationship with food. Okay, well, what is she doing? What is she thinking? When you get in the room with other powerful badasses, you become that person that has it all. When you're around other people who get you, who love on you, who show you what's possible, who are confident, you become that confident person. There's one of the badasses I'm going to talk about. Yes, why not me? 100% yes. I'm going to talk about the Unstoppable Badass event in a little bit, which I'm so excited for. It's happening next month in Orlando, Florida. Drop an emoji if you're like so freaking pumped. This is going to be the event of the year. But one of the badasses who's flying from Canada, and she's coming to this event, she said, she was like, you know, I just got a new job. And to be honest with you, I don't even know how I'm going to get time off, but I booked my ticket, I booked my flight, and I will figure it out. That right there is a badass move. I love the party emojis. That right there, that is confidence. That is somebody who loves herself. That is somebody who trusts herself. That is a badass who makes shit happen. She doesn't know. She's like, I don't know, I'll figure it out how to take time off. She just literally got a new job. But unstoppable badasses are willing to get in the room. They're willing to say, of course I'm going to make this happen. It's the most no-brainer thing. I want to get in the room. Another badass is flying to this event and she's like, I'm literally going to make a vacation out of it. I'm going to stay for an extra week before the event. She's like, I can't not come to this event. And she's making a trip out of it. Why? Because she trusts herself. She loves herself enough to do this for herself. This is how you build confidence. It's like the most no-brainer thing. I'm going to get in the room. If you want to have more confidence, look at people who are confident. What are they doing? They're getting in the rooms. They're making shit happen. They're not hiding behind a Zoom screen. It's like, I'm going to get in the freaking room. I'm going to get in the room. So you don't have to figure everything out to take action. It's actually quite literally the opposite. It's like, if I want to be more confident, I'm going to take action despite the fear, despite the doubts, despite the thoughts in my head. I'm going to take the action. And as a result of that, I am going to feel more confident. I remember attending my first in-person event, and this was like 2018. And I remember thinking to myself, like at the time I was like, I haven't done anything like this before. And I was kind of thinking in my head, like, do I really need to attend this? Like I can just do coaching programs online. Do I really need to go? I'm going to have to travel by myself. Like, I'm shy, I'm awkward. Like, do I really need to go to something like this? And there were so many thoughts in my mind that, that said, like, you don't need to do this. You can just stay home. You can stay in your comfort zone. You can stay in your little house and just play it safe. Or you can say, who is the woman that you need to be? Who is the woman that you want to be? And start acting like her today. And so I said to myself, yeah, sure, I feel awkward and I feel shy. And that's the exact reason why I'm going to get into the room. The woman that I want to be always says yes to the desires that she wants. The woman that I want to be, she gets in the room. She puts herself out there. So I said to myself, if I want to be that person, and that's who I want to be, I need to be her now. There's no waiting zone. There's not, oh, when I feel confident, then I'll do something like that. When I feel good, then I'll do something like that. It's like, no, I'm going to do that now to become that person. One of the other badasses who's coming to the event, she said to me, she's like, my first initial thought was, she's like, I'm kind of awkward. I'm kind of shy. And she said to me, this is exactly why I got my ticket. Because she knows that she's not playing the waiting game. She's not like, oh, when I feel confident, then I will go to the Unstoppable Badass event. It's like, no, I want to become unstoppable. I want to become confident. So I'm not going to wait to feel confident. I'm going to actually take action and go to this event because that is how she is going to become more confident, putting herself out there, getting in the room. And she's literally going to fly home, this unstoppable badass, because of this one move that she chose to make. So, who are you being? Who are you being? Are you playing the waiting? Are you in the waiting zone? Or are you saying, okay, if I want to become more confident, am I being the most confident person right now? You don't have to feel confident right now, but are you taking the actions of a confident person? That is how you become more confident. What would a confident person do? What would a confident person do? They wouldn't bat an eye. They're like, okay, like if I want to become more confident, I'm going to get in the room with other badasses. If I want to become more confident, I got to lean into the discomfort. If I want to become more confident, even if I'm kind of shy and awkward right now, I'm going to lean into that and I'm going to say yes to myself so that I can become more confident. Even this past December, when I went to my mentor's retreat in Costa Rica, right now, like I have a really good life, right? And it would have been really easy for me to be like, okay, business is doing good, in a good relationship, I'm healthy, I'm happy, like I don't need to go to this. I'm already doing coaching online. So I'm like, I don't need to go to this. I am living a good life right now. Like I do have a great relationship. I have a great business. I'm healthy. I'm happy. Like I don't have to go. But then I sat with myself and I said, but I don't want to have a good life. I want a life that is extraordinary. I want to wake up every single day proud of myself for taking action that most people aren't willing to take. I want to live a life where I can look back at my life and I'm like, what's the story that I could tell? It's like, I want to be that person that puts myself out there. I don't want to just live a good life. It's like, I want to do things that are like, holy shit, like this is a big move. Flying to Costa Rica, getting my tickets, having to book the hotel. It would have been easy for me to be like, no, I'm not going to do that. But I know the power of getting in the room and being in person with other badasses who are also doing really big things. They are taking good care of themselves. They are working on their self-love. They're so eager to step into the greatest version of themselves. And I'm like, I want to be in the room with those people. That is how you collapse the time it takes for you to actually be that unstoppable badass. Your entire identity starts to shift when you actually get in the room. Your entire identity shift starts to happen. I remember my mentor said something to me, And I've been working with this coach for, I think it's been like 8 months now. And I've heard her say this one phrase to me on Zoom calls. But when I actually met her in person, she said the same phrase, and she just said something, it was just one line, and she said, "It's really easy to go big in life. Just do what most people aren't willing to do." And I've heard that saying before on Zoom calls, and it was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But when I actually got in the room and I heard her say that, she didn't say anything profound. I've heard that before on Zoom calls. But there was something about actually being in the energy of being in person with her where she said that and it just landed so deeply in my body. And again, this is the power of getting in the room and being in person. Things land differently. Your entire identity starts to shift. And so this is why I am hosting the Unstoppable Badass event at the end of March. Because I could have done this on Zoom, I could have done this online, but you wouldn't experience the same level of transformation by actually getting in the physical room. One of the badasses flying, she hasn't done any coaching programs with me ever before. And she's like, I am coming to this event and I'm bringing my daughter, because she's like, the energy of in-person events are next freaking level. She's like, just getting in the room, I'm going to be so lit up. There's going to be a fire under my butt. She's like, literally, those weekends changed my life. And this is not just any event. This is a portal to your next level transformation that you can't just get on a Zoom call. You can't get on a TikTok live. You can't get when you're behind a screen and you're in your comfort zone of your house. When you actually decide to do something like this for yourself and you say, yes, I want to feel more confident. I want to have an effortless relationship with food. I want to improve my relationships. I'm ready to step into this next level version of myself. And you get your ticket. It's like this declaration to yourself of, I am changing. I am becoming the woman that I'm meant to be. It's this declaration to yourself. I've shared this before, but one of the badasses who's coming, she's like, the moment that I got my ticket, she's like, I just felt like a more confident version of myself. And her boss had a job opportunity, like a higher level position at her job. Everyone else at her job said, I can't do it. And she was the one that stepped up and said, I'll take that job position. Why? Because she's seeing herself in a different way. She's seeing herself as that unstoppable badass. She made one move of, I am going to fly and I'm going to attend this event. That was a badass move. And because she did that, identity shift right there. It's like, oh, I am this person. I am this badass. And so when her boss said there's a job positioning opening, everyone else at her work was like doubting themselves. No, I can't do this. I don't know. And she was the one that stepped up. This is the power of making a big move, but also this is the power of saying yes to yourself in a really big way. And I can't even imagine who she's going to be when she actually leaves this in-person event. So right now, I know that you're living a good life, but there's something inside of you that is like, I'm looking for more. Like, I know that there's so much more potential for me to step into. And inside of the Unstoppable event, there's really 3 main things that we're going to focus on: your health, your relationships, and your self-confidence. So when it comes to your health, you have been working on your relationship with food, and honestly, you have come far. You have been working on a relationship with food. But you're like, I know that there is a life waiting for me where I never think about food. I know that there is going to be a time in my life where I wake up and food is not even on my mind. Spitting facts over here. I love it. you feel this in your body where you're like, okay, I have been healing my relationship with food. Maybe I'm having less binges, but I can't confidently say yet that I'm 100% having an easy, effortless relationship with food, and you desire that. You don't want a good relationship with food. You want to completely heal your relationship with food. You know that your potential as the woman that you want to step into, she doesn't think about food. She doesn't mindlessly snack no matter how stressful she is. She knows how to process her emotions. She feels through her emotions. She can say no to the cookie at 9 o'clock at night because she knows that she's not hungry and she doesn't need more food. That is an unstoppable badass. When it comes to your relationships, like, you have great people in your life. Maybe you're in a relationship. Maybe you have incredible friends in your life. Like, you feel loved. You have good relationships in your life. But when it comes to setting boundaries, it's like, I don't want to hurt their feeling. I don't want to be mean. You enter a conversation and maybe you still get triggered. You have an amazing relationship maybe with your partner, but you're still afraid to have those challenging conversations, those hard conversations that you know is going to bring you guys so much closer. And then when it comes to confidence, and let's just pause. When it comes to the relationships, you value your relationships at a very high level. You care about the relationship you have with your husband. You care about the relationship you have with your family. And you want to do this work because you value your relationships. Like, you care about your husband, your children more than anything in this world. And you want to be able to have conversations without getting triggered. You want to be able to put healthy boundaries in place. You want to be able to actually be able to have those difficult conversations because that's going to bring your relationship so much closer. You want to be that power couple. You want to be able to have a calm, cool, collected conversation with your mom without getting heated. When it comes to the third aspect, which is your confidence, you are confident in who you are as a person. You're like, I'm good at my job. I know I'm an amazing mom. But then when it comes to like feeling confident in your own skin, you waver a little bit. And you know that you want to get to a point where you can throw on any outfit and you feel amazing. Any challenge can come your way and you know with 100% certainty, like, I got this. When it comes to confidence, you want to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and actually maybe for the first time say, like, I love you. You want to be that better example to your children and show them what it actually means to love who you are and to stand up for yourself and to love what you see in the mirror and become this woman who's fearless and who can walk into any single room and be like, I belong here. Instead of doubting yourself, comparing yourself, putting yourself down, it's like, I belong here. So this is the energy of the Unstoppable Badass event where you are going to get to have it all. The health, the relationships, the confidence. This goes beyond healing your relationship with food. This is about truly stepping into your full potential because, like I said, you have come so far. And you're living a good life right now. But it's like, you know that there's still pieces of you that you want to improve. You have come so far with your relationship with food, and now you're like, I want to be able to confidently say, I feel so effortless around food. I am binge free. I have the most easy, effortless relationship with food. When it comes to your relationships, You're in a great relationship, but you want to confidently be like, yes, I can communicate effectively. I have strong boundaries. I don't get heated in conversations. I can have a difficult conversation without getting triggered. When it comes to your confidence, yes, you feel good in your job. You've been doing it for a hot minute. You feel confident maybe as a parent, but you also want to feel confident in your own skin. You want to be able to walk into that yoga studio and not get triggered by that person who you're like, she looks so much better than me. And now all of a sudden you're putting yourself down, like, why don't I look like her? You know that there is a life out there where you just feel so good, and not only in your own skin, but who you actually are as a human. Any challenge can come your way and you're like, I got this. So this is the energy of the Unstoppable Badass event. You're looking for deeper levels of confidence, deeper levels of relationships, an effortless relationship with food. And why I'm doing this in person is because all of you are longing for deeper levels of connection. And you can't get this level of connection on a Zoom call or on a TikTok live. You actually need to get in the room and feel people's energy. Feel the energy of the room. Feel the energy of all the other badasses who are coming to this event. One of the ladies who's flying, she's like, I am so excited to meet the other ladies and just have that connection. She said, it's so special of what you're creating because I don't see a lot of people creating a space where we can have these conversations about loving your body, loving yourself, stepping into this badass version of yourself, taking time to build a deeper relationship with your husband. You don't have these conversations anywhere else, except when you actually are around these other ladies who are excited to have these levels of conversations, who also want to be that unstoppable badass, who wants unshakable confidence, an easy, effortless relationship with food. So I want to help you break through any limiting belief that she can have it all and you can't, or she can feel good in her own skin, but I will always struggle with the way that I look, or, she can have an effortless relationship with food. And although I've come far, it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm always going to struggle with mindless eating. We're going to break through all of those limiting beliefs at this event, because I truly believe that you can have it all. You were here, you came to this planet to live an extraordinary life, not to be thinking about food 24/7, not to be obsessing over the way that your body looks, not to be comparing yourself to other people or doubting yourself, but to actually be her. Be that person that everyone looks up to. Be that person who everyone's like, whoa, you're glowing. I love how much you take care of yourself. Like, what are you doing? You're just glowing. That person can be you. Stop believing that could be that person, but it can't be you. No, it's that person because that person loves herself. She believes in herself. She loves herself so much that she leans into the fear. She gets in the room. She steps into the greatest version of herself, and this could be you as well too. So getting in the room is where the transformation actually happens. Not on a Zoom call, not on a TikTok live. Like, these are fantastic. You're getting so much value out of this right now, which is why I'm doing this 5-day challenge. But the next step is to actually come in person with myself and all the other badasses. This event is happening in Orlando, Florida, at the end of March. And I am going to do something insane for those of you guys who join before the 27th. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about this event, and then I'm going to share some insane bonuses that I have for you guys if you get your ticket to this event before the 27th. So, like I said, this event is honestly, people are flying from all around the world. Come from Europe. Come from Europe. Somebody's coming from the UK. Unstoppable badasses always make it happen. People are literally, one of the people who she can only come for one day because she has a wedding that weekend. And she's like, I'm obviously going to be there. Because this event goes beyond the few days. This event, like when you go to an in-person event, your identity shifts, and that identity shifts, you take that with you for the rest of your life. This is not just like a 2-day thing, a 3-day thing. This is transforming your identity at like a cellular level, where you're gonna fly home a completely different person. You've done the Zoom calls, you've done the trainings, you've done the online TikToks, you've listened to podcasts. Information is great, but the real transformation happens when you are in the room. When you are in the room. So this is March 29th and March 30th. We're actually going to be doing something special the night before. So here are the few bonuses. So like I said, this event is really for the woman who wants to become unstoppable. You want your health, your relationships, your confidence to skyrocket. It's March 29th and March 30th in Orlando, Florida. Okay? Now, for anyone that gets their ticket before February 27th, not only, bonus number 1, are you going to get an exclusive meet and greet with me the night before, where we can just kind of have a little meet and greet so you can meet all the other badasses. That's going to be exclusive to just these people that join before the 27th. You're going to meet myself first and all the other badasses before we actually do the event. Okay, so that's bonus number 1. Like, we are going to meet the night before. It's going to be a very small, intimate group where you can connect with all the other badasses, get to know them, so that this weekend is just going to be so much more enjoyable because you get to build those deeper connections the first night. So that is the bonus number 1, is you're going to get an exclusive meet and greet with me the night before with all the other badasses who get their ticket before the 27th. Now, the second bonus is you are going to get access to my Root and Rewire membership all the way up until the event. So there's been over 100 people have gone through this Root and Rewire membership. Inside of this Root and Rewire membership, you learn every single thing that you need to quiet the food noise, to stop when you're full, to stop your binge eating, to have an easy, effortless relationship with food. There's over 15 hours of trainings that you can literally dive into right now that tell you exactly how to stop out of the all or nothing mentality. So you can have some chocolate in the middle of the day and move on with your day. How to stop secret eating so you become more confident and comfortable eating in front of other people, so it's not like as soon as your kids go to bed, then you end up snacking. You learn how to stop thinking about food all day long so you can actually free up the space in your mind. You learn how to stop emotionally eating. So when it's been a long, stressful day and you're so tired at the end of the day and your mind is convincing you that this is the only time that you can relax, you say, I'm tired right now, I'm stressed right now, and you instead go to bed instead of self-soothing on the ice cream. You're going to learn exactly what to do before, during, and after a binge. So many of you guys are like, how do I not give in to my urges? I'm going to tell you. What do I do after a binge? I feel so gross. I feel so disgusting. You're going to find out. So not only are you going to be able to learn all the tools inside of this membership, hundreds of people from Portugal, Italy, Belgium, Canada, the States, people from all over around the world have gone through this membership. But you're also going to be able to have access to it all the way up until the event. So that is coaching with me, that's being plugged into our incredible badass community so you can feel less alone and have all of the trainings that you need to help you to stop your binge eating. Which is literally insane. People who have already joined this, they're like, I can't even believe you're giving this as a bonus. People are literally mind blown. They're like, we get this included in your ticket? Yes. Yes, you get this included in your ticket when you join the Unstoppable Badass event before the 27th. Okay? So, first bonus is the intimate meet and greet the night before with me and all the other badasses. You're going to get access to the Root and Rewire membership all the way up until the event, coaching with me, plugging into our badass community, getting access to all the trainings where you don't have to second guess, like, how do I stop when I'm full? How do I stop thinking about food? You're going to know just by simply plugging into the membership. And if you join before the 27th, you will also get a special rate for our hotel room. So at this event, I blocked off a few rooms at a special rate. So if you get your ticket before the 27th, you will get a special rate to book the hotel room. Okay? And lastly, if that's not enough bonuses, like holy moly, people were literally mind blown when I just shared both the Root and Rewire membership. They're like, I can't even believe I'm getting this included. But I'm doing also something really special. If you join and get your ticket before Saturday, you are going to get a one-on-one private coaching call with me. This value is $333, and you're going to get this included. So, again, to reiterate, when you get your ticket before the 27th, you're going to get an exclusive meet and greet with me the night before at the event. You're going to get access to my Root and Rewire membership that will help you completely stop your food thoughts, be able to stop when you're full, stop your binge eating, all the way up until the event. You're going to be able to get a special hotel room rate block. And if you join before Saturday, you will get a private one-on-one coaching call with me that will change your life. This value is $333, and I'm including it in your ticket when you get access to this event. You can still come. So, I am so excited. Message me Unstoppable, and I will send you the details. Message me Unstoppable, and I will send you all the details for this life-changing women's event where you are going to feel so empowered. You're going to fully step into your confidence. You're going to fly home and become this unstoppable badass who has it all. The health, the body, the relationships, the confidence. And all these bonuses are really just they're just added bonuses, but actually the real win is flying and coming to this event in person, connecting with the other badasses. This is not just learning information. This is transforming. When you're around other people, everything seems so much more achievable because you have that identity shift. You're like, why not me? Oh, right. I can become that confident person. I can love my body. I can show up to work with so much confidence. I can stop doubting myself and comparing yourself. You have the biggest identity shift when you're actually in the room, not on a Zoom call, not on a TikTok live, but when you're actually physically in the room. So message me. And if there's any questions about the event, you can drop them down below, but you can just message me the word Unstoppable and I will send you all the details. Again, all of these bonuses are going to expire on the 27th. However, if you join before Saturday, I'm also including a private coaching call with me. I honestly don't do a lot of private coaching calls with me, but I'm going to give this because I love rewarding action takers, and I can literally shift your beliefs in one call. Like you can even tell me, you're like, you know, this is when I'm most impulsive with food, and literally I'll give you exact action steps to know exactly what to do the next time you feel an urge to binge. You can have so much confidence that you won't give in. I can tell you exactly what to do to stop the food noise in your mind. I can tell you exactly what to do to stop comparing yourself to that person at the gym that you think looks amazing. I can shift your mindset so quickly in one call. People have done one coaching call with me and they're like, that was more beneficial than 7 years in therapy. So this is going to be the event of the year. This is going to be the event of the year. In person is going to transform your entire identity. So be sure to get your ticket. Message me Unstoppable. And I'll send you all the details. You'll get the special room rate block. You'll get the special meet and greet the night before. And you'll also get access to my Root and Rewire membership that hundreds of people have gone through from Portugal, Belgium, Spain, Canada, the UK. Clients from all around the world have gone through this membership, and I'm giving you access to it all the way up until the event, which is life-changing, because imagine actually being around people who help you feel less alone, who see you, who make you feel so special. It's like, this is home. That's what you're going to feel like at this event. You're going to be like, finally, people that get me. Wow. When you walk into work, you don't have that same feeling. When you hang out with your friends, you don't have that same feeling. But then you're around all these other badasses who get you. You're like, wow, I feel like I'm home. I feel like I'm home. I feel so seen here. That is going to heal you so much faster than even any tool that I can share with you. So, I am so excited. I don't know, there's something popping up on my screen right now. I am so excited. All the bonuses are expiring on the 27th. And to get the private one-on-one call included, you need to get your ticket before Saturday. So go ahead right now, message me right now, Unstoppable. Message me, Unstoppable. There are people who there's one person that's only coming for one day because she has a wedding. She's going to be there. There's somebody flying from the UK and she's making a trip out of it. There's somebody who's literally changing her entire schedule around to be here. There's somebody who's flying to another trip the week before and she's still coming. There's somebody who's like, I'm so shy and I'm so awkward, and that's why she got her ticket, because she doesn't want to be like that anymore. She wants to be this unstoppable badass. So I cannot wait to show you what's possible. I cannot wait for you to actually see this life that you get to live that feels so good, where you have an easy, effortless relationship with food, you're confident in your own skin, and you actually feel like this woman who is unstoppable in every single area of your life. So message me, Unstoppable. I will share all the details with you. The bonuses expire on the 27th. And of course, if there's any questions, you can message me. All right, badasses. I'm so excited for you. I cannot wait to see your face in person, to hug you, to squeeze you, to show you so much love, to help you feel seen, and for all the other badasses to see your amazing self as well too. So have an amazing rest of your day, you guys, and we will see you guys soon. Okay, bye guys.